I got the privilege of having who I consider not only a good friend, not only a OG, but definitely one of the most influential, underrated, certainly one of the most phenomenal live streamers and content creators that I've ever seen personally in my life. I want to welcome my dog AM Angry Man to
Was
the spot.
good? Was good? Finally came through.
I got Angry Man in Detroit, y'all.
It
We just came from the game. We was chilling, slow motion. What'd you think about the game? What'd you think about the city?
was awesome. It was awesome. Like the development that I'm seeing in downtown Detroit is crazy.
Yeah, I told AM I gotta make him a resident. I'm gonna have to get him some, make sure he's season tickets, courtside, all of that. We only do the best here in the city, and we gotta show out for our G's, and we gotta celebrate them while we here. So before I even get started, with the whole interview and having a conversation, let me take an opportunity to give you some props, right? Because first and foremost, this is gonna be my talking moment because I gotta celebrate the people while they're here, right? I
Word.
think a lot of people like to talk about and give people flowers after they're gone, but I like to tell people to their face. So first and foremost, the way that I actually met AM or interacted with AM is that people was trying to start some beef between us.
Yup.
And then I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Why I'm gonna beef with somebody I don't know they doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I went out and I checked out his content. He was live streaming. I'm like, oh, he dope. And so I super chatted him, and then we just kind of connected, and we just been kicking it ever since. But people try to divide us. I don't
Yeah.
know why that is. Why do you think that people want us to beef?
Man, because they don't like to see people that actually have something going on to
Yeah,
link up, and they like the drama. They like to go and tell this one he said so and so, and then go and tell the other one, he said so and so, to
yeah.
get the fireworks going. That way they can sit back and watch the show. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep, yep. So, but let me give you your props. So first and foremost, again, I think you're a phenomenal live streamer. When I was sitting here and I was talking to Crimson Cure, and she was literally sitting in the exact same spot as you. She gave you credit. She gave you a lot of credit. She said that she was rocking with you very early on, that you were one of the early inspirations as for her even getting into live streaming, and I think that she's doing an awesome job. What do you think about that? How do you feel about your influence on what it is that we see happening and just online live streaming, let alone the manosphere, let alone Crimson Cure, let alone all of the people that you've influenced and impacted in a general sense?
Um, Honestly, it's a little surreal because sometimes it's certain people that will give me shout outs or whatever, and I didn't even know that they watched me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So like, I remember one time I was watching Coach Greg Adams,
yeah.
and he was like, "Yo, shout out to Angry Man. Angry Man was the first guy that I watched." I'm bugging out because I didn't even know that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But when it comes to like Crimson Cure, my man Grinch, shout out to Grinch. Like there was a few people that rocked with me. We had like a whole team or whatever. Crimson Cure and Grinch are really the only two that really took my advice about being content creators.
And she blowing up.
Yeah, she doing her thing. She doing her thing. There was a moment where, you know, she was getting a little bit of heat because she was close to me. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And she kind of, I had a conversation with her. She kind of wanted to distance herself. And I said, well, is your channel growing? She's like, yeah. I said, are you making money? She's like, yeah. And so I was like, well, do your thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
I kind of distance myself too, because I didn't want anybody to get the heat that I get.
yeah, yeah.
Because I'm a lightning rod. I'm like, I be like 50 Cent in these spaces. Like everybody just be wanting to beef with me. It's
Maybe
crazy.
that's why people wanted us to beef because I mean, obviously you got your own personality and vibe and all of that, and I got my own craziness that I do or whatever, so on and so forth. But maybe that's where they wanted us to beef. But I've always thought that, yo, I don't look at you as somebody that I would ever even look to beef with because I'm like, he dope. And we stronger together. But even though we've been rocking for a while now, people still want us to go at each other. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Maybe we got to manufacture a fake beef or something in order to be able to capitalize off this shit or
Nah,
something. You know, I'm a money guy.
at this point, they're gonna know it's fake. They're gonna be like, yo, they try to get us, man. But no, you know what's crazy? Like, I had seen you before you had came over to the stream that day, right?
Yeah,
So like one day you was doing the I want to say it was the Millionaire Morning Show,
probably.
and I happened to click on it, and you just happened to be sitting there with the robe on,
Yeah.
and I had the robe too. So I was
Yeah.
like, yo, who's this dude with the robe on and shit? So I'm looking, and you got the sneakers behind you, which was a really fly idea. Like, wish I had thought of it, but I was
No,
like,
you got a dope setup, bro.
yeah, people
You got
like
a
it,
you
but
got a phenomenal setup.
yeah, but I wanted the, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, really great minds think alike. Like, I had this idea of some graffiti behind me and some sneakers or whatever, but you know why I didn't do it?
Why?
Because I knew niggas was gonna be like, he gotta have Jordans behind him. Look at this nigga shit. Like, I just knew they was gonna try to. I knew they was gonna try to come at me, so you know I tried to do it a little different. You know, I still get backlash for the figurines though.
Why? They dope.
They be like, "Yo, you're a little kid. You need to grow up." You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Meanwhile, you running the numbers up. And I think that this is just my personal opinion. I think that you just now starting to get the love that in my opinion, that you should have been getting for a long time. When did you decide that you wanted to start like a YouTube channel? Like, what was the inspiration behind you even starting to get online in the first place?
Well, back in the day, when YouTube first started, like 2005, I used to joke around a lot with my man Drew. Shout out to Drew. And Drew was like, "Yo, you should go on YouTube." And I didn't want to do it because I'm not really an extroverted like person that want to be in front of camera and
I
stuff.
don't know about that, Am. As soon as I hit you up, I'm like, yo, come out to Detroit. You was like, bet. You ain't even think about it. You like, bet, let's do it, bro.
Word. But nah, like originally I didn't want to be on camera, and he was like, "Nah, man, you need to do a YouTube channel. Do a YouTube channel." And so I ended up doing one like around 2012.
Okay.
So I started one briefly, and I had a bunch of stuff going on in my life, so the channel kind of set on the back burner. And then in 2015, it was Father's Day.
Okay.
And I was at my sister's house, and all of the women were congratulating each other and wishing each other Happy Father's Day.
The women were congratulating each other.
The women, they were all in there. They kept, cause like my sister, she had like a bunch of people that come to our house and stuff. So all of the chicks was coming in the house, and most of them were single mothers.
Yeah.
And it was like Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day, but they were saying it to each other. And I said, y'all are bugging, right? So I got mad, and so the only way I knew to vent, I went downstairs, I got in the car, I went to the grocery store parking lot. I turned on the camera and I just went ham, and I recorded it, and I didn't even edit it. I just recorded it and posted it on YouTube, and it just took off, and everybody was just feeling it. And I just started speaking for the fellas, you know.